Welcome back to part 2. We are still continuing with the aspect of personal hygiene. So we were saying when you visit the washrooms, and this is something that we all do. As long as you eat, you must. When you visit the washrooms, there are a number of things that you must observe. And now this one particularly to the ladies or the girls. You need to train yourself, or rather also train your young ones back at home, your young girls, how to do it when they go to the washroom. Some of us who are not able to, who don't train them, they really suffer a lot out there. So it's important to train them. So for a young child, you can let her know. You can also use balls like I am doing or something else, or you can practically do it with her. Let her know that when she visits the washroom, she should wipe this way. That is from the front coming to the backwards. From the front to the back. To avoid bringing that dirt to the other parts, because remember the organ is very sensitive, so and it can be prone to any infections. So ensure that you train her, let her know that you do it like this, and not once. You wipe until it's clean. So you wipe, you turn the tissue. So that's why you need to have at least a big tissue. You wipe again, you wipe again, you wipe again until it's clean, completely clean. We avoid this business of somebody smelling after they visited the washroom. I hope you've learned. So that's why it's always very important to have your tissues with you. So, moving from that aspect, still on personal hygiene, there's something else that we also need to really observe. When it comes to the towels we use, the towel that you use for bathing and the towel that you use for wiping your body. So, when it comes to the towels for bathing, I highly recommend that you should have a different towel for the face and a different towel for the other body parts. Let it not be the same towel you're using for your face is the same towel you're using for even your legs, because your face is always very sensitive. So if you have to use a towel for the face, let it be different from the one that you're going to use for the other body. And if the girls, you have grown up, some of you grew up knowing that you use your panty, so you wash your panty, then you use it to shower. Please don't use it on your face, and ensure before you use that panty you have cleaned it properly. But my highest recommendation is have something different to wash your body with. Don't use your panty. Wash it, hang it somewhere, then you can use a towel to shower. And then when it comes to the towels now, the towels you use to wipe your body, I have an issue with people who don't wash their towels. Towels should be washed. Ensure you frequently wash these towels, like at least once a week. Why? Because there's no need after washing your body then you go and use a dirty towel. It doesn't make sense. So ensure that you wash your towel. So wash your towels quite frequently. Also ensure that you clean your bed sheets. Don't leave them until you can easily tell where you normally sleep. They take up the shape of your body because of the dirt. So ensure that you're washing your bed sheets quite often. Ensure that you're taking care of those different aspects. For the ladies, your hygiene goes a long way too. You must ensure that you carry some things with you. There are some things that are very essential. And at this moment, I want to show you what you need for the ladies' handbags. And the first thing that I need to start with is a lady, if you want to be a modest lady, it's always good to have yourself a notebook, or maybe sticker notes, the stick notes, which you can easily use anytime that you need. So have a notebook with you and a biro, because anytime you might always go and find something that you need to write down, or sometimes for you not to forget what you had planned to do, you can write them down on that notebook, and it's going to become your reference. Then the other thing that as a lady you need, I don't like ladies carrying money in a funny way. So you need like a small wallet. It depends with the size that you wish, but it's always important to have a wallet which has some pockets. If you need some notes, you know where you're going to get your notes. If you need cards, you know where you're going to get them. You become organized rather than looking for these items everywhere in your handbag. Then the other thing that as a lady you really need to have with you, you really need to always carry yourself. I know you could be wondering what could be here. A pad is very important. So you can put it in such an envelope. You don't have to have something sophisticated to carry it in. If you have it, it's okay. There are those pocket pads, but for simplicity I decided to demonstrate using this, so nobody will know that you're carrying a pad with you. Even if you decide to go to the washroom, it's very easy to carry it that way. Something else that you need as a lady is tissue. Please don't go borrowing tissue everywhere. There are people whom you're going to find, yes, they can give you, but they can give you some tissue that will not be sufficient for you. You also need a handkerchief, very important. Remember we said you don't go poking your nose, so you use a handkerchief to blow your nose or to do whatever you may wish. You need a comb, and especially if your hair is not plaited. A mirror is very important for the ladies. You need a mirror so that anytime you can check on yourself, but don't do this in front of people. Yes, don't be in the church and then you want to use your mirror. Then it's always good to have some Vaseline, Rimis, some mafuta for yourself. Why? Because, and especially today with all these washing hands every now and then, you have to ensure that you at least apply your hands some after separare. Then there are those of us who love lip gloss, very important to make sure that your lips are not dried. Then there's something else here. It's very important for a lady to have a scarf with you or a cachole. Why? Because sometimes you might find that maybe you sat down on something and then your dress tears off, so you need to use that to wrap yourself, or sometimes you can help someone with it. Maybe they've messed up their dress. Today again, it's very important in the current situation to have your sanitizer. Remember, when you're outside there, it's not every place that you'll go and find water and soap. So where there's no water and soap, what do? You use your sanitizer. So those things are very essential for you. And also today we are adding the what? The mask. So the mask and the sanitizer today are very important in your handbag. So ensure that those things are there in your handbag anytime you're leaving the house, because you look organized. But when you go out there, you've not carried any of those things. You're there, you're holding your money like this. It doesn't look good for you. You need to organize your money. Also for the men, like seriously, you're there, your money is everywhere, you're placing it everywhere. You need to look organized. So have a wallet for the men. For the ladies, also have a wallet. It's important too. It helps you to look organized. The other thing that you really need to do to ensure that you're taking care of your hygiene, and especially when it comes to the texture of your skin, you need to check what kind of lotions or oils are you using on your skin. Some people look like they have scales on them because they don't apply anything. And some men, when you dare them to fold their trousers, you can almost run away. So it's important to oil your skin. Ensure that after you've taken the shower, you oil your skin. Check on the kind of oils you're using. The kind of oils that you use should be friendly to your skin and also to your environment. Ensure that you're using oils that are not smelling too bad. There's some oils that really smell, or rather some lotions that really smell, that anywhere you go, everyone has to notice that you're there. Use some mild smelling lotions, very important. If you can afford, you have a roll-on, it's very important also. It helps to maintain you smelling fresh the whole day. If you don't have lotion, there are other ways of preparing something back at home which you can use for the same purpose. So you can Google that and you'll find more affordable ways of coming up with your own deodorants and all that. If you have to use colognes, let them please be also mild and friendly. Don't use a cologne that is too strong for everyone to bear with. So use a cologne that is friendly. It should not be a cologne that is attracting too much attention, that anywhere you go, everyone has to know that you have arrived. So ensure that you take care of those aspects. They are very important. Then never put on your shoes when they are dirty. Ensure that your shoes are always clean at any given time. Iron your clothes. Don't put on creased clothes. Iron your clothes, and please check how you dress up. Thank you very much. Until next time, we're going to discuss more on dressing. Be blessed. Ensure that you share and subscribe.